Together through the years. Together in the future. MPB, your stories, our mission.
You don't want to miss the next Mississippi Antique Showcase coming to Oxford, Mississippi, May 2nd and 3rd.
For a $100 donation, you can get a showcase ticket, complimentary food, cocktails, and an on-site appraisal, or a chance to be on the show. Or for $60, you can just come and be part of the party. Call 1-844-874-6874, visit mpbonline.org, or scan the QR code on your screen.
We can't wait to see you in Oxford for the next Mississippi Antique Showcase.
You're listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. I'm Jermaine Flood in my derby
attire. You are the derbiest of derby derbs.
I'm in my derby attire. And so I'm so excited about this show because we are going to be off to the races in our second and third segment. But in our first segment, I feel very royal because Miss Mississippi Volunteer is on, and I was going to wear my crown, and I said, no, I ain't going to wear the crown because I was Grand Marshal of the...
Yeah, don't try to steal her thunder. You've had plenty of awards and titles.
I was like, I'm not going to do that. But I was going to get prepared. But yeah, we're back before we get in with our first stop. What's been going on, Kamel?
Oh, man, just wonderful, wonderful stuff at Emerald Tiger and getting bookings all over the place for these great artists. We got Director Alden and Zach Harmon at the Vicksburg Music and Cultural Festival going on tomorrow downtown Vicksburg. So I'm going out there to see them, and we're going to do some filming and, man, just talking to people all over the world about our great Mississippi artists, man.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing pink today because yesterday was Kennedy's birthday.
Is that her favorite color?
It's her favorite color, and she wanted a room makeover, which freaking broke my pocket, so I need to live with somebody for a couple months.
Was there pink in that room?
There's definitely pink in that room. But it's very, preteen and teen, and we did a room reveal after dinner, and she did 2 solos with the her choir spring concert last
she's
night.
a singer too.
Man, her voice was angelic.
Come
Shout out
now,
to that
Kennedy.
baby.
Yeah, I love it. Happy birthday, Kennedy. I hope you love the gift that I got you.
Yeah, she's opening that up today.
Okay, because she's also not only a singer.
And she asked about it too. She was like, when am I to open that? And I said, on your birthday.
She's a radio personality, she's a singer, and she's a Lego builder.
There you go. There you go.
I love it. And speaking of things pink and girly and cute and all of that, let's get into our first stop of the day. Today, we are celebrating Volunteer Appreciation Week here, basically. We've done it the whole week on MPB Think Radio, and today is the day that Next Stop Mississippi throws their hat in on all of this. You did get a volunteer gift. Kamel's going to shout it out from the MPB Foundation.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you to the foundation.
Yeah, you are welcome. You are so welcome. So let's get into this first stop. So we have none other than Miss Mississippi Volunteer. I'm trying to say it right, Lauryl. Miss Mississippi Volunteer 2025, Lauryl Joyner, on with us on Next Stop Mississippi. Lauryl, thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank y'all for having me. I'm so excited. This is special.
Listen, I want to know exactly, when you got started in volunteering and what led you to Miss Mississippi Volunteer.
I always say that my grandparents really started my foundation for service. They're actually in ministry, so they've pastored the same church that I've gone to the entirety of my life. My entire family's in ministry, so serving others, having a heart for pouring into others has really been rooted at my core, and that just kind of took shape in many different forms as I grew up. In high school, I was in social service clubs, did all the community service to have those different distinguishments for high school graduation. And then when I was about 16, I started competing in pageantry. And last summer in July, I competed for Miss Mississippi Volunteer. And I really just saw the reflection of my grandparents' heart for pouring into other people reflected into the Miss Mississippi Volunteer organization. And I knew that that's where I needed to be. And it has just fulfilled that heart for service in abundance.
Yeah.
And really filled what that feels in my heart by being able to pour into those other people.
Yeah, I've actually been eyeballing Miss Mississippi Volunteer. One, I thought, I could do it. But then remember, I told you, Kamel, I can't be in pageants Because I'm slew-footed.
First of all, I have no idea what slew-footed means.
Slew-footed is the opposite of pigeon-toed.
Okay.
So if the toes go
she
in,
really just can't be she really can't give those other girls a run for their money is what it is.
right?
She could do it. What are they going to say? That doesn't disqualify you.
Lauryl, but I want to know all about when you were standing up there. You've done the whole pageant, and they named you the 2025 Miss Mississippi Volunteer. What was going through your brain?
Oh my gosh, I just couldn't believe it. I was 19 when I was crowned, so I was the youngest competitor. Wow. And I kind of went into it as an experience year, knowing that I had the capability, but I just knew that I wanted to be a part of what God had designed for me, no matter what that looked like. So I was in complete awe and shock. Every girl that I competed with could have walked away with the title and done an incredible job. So I was just so humbled that they selected me, and it has been the most fulfilling year. And I've even been able to keep up with a lot of those girls and maintain those friendships. And of course, that's so special because that's not something that you find everywhere, but in the volunteer organization, they really prioritize that.
I love that. And speaking of those girls, I have photos of those. There are so many alum, I call y'all, from the Miss Mississippi Volunteer pageant, but I do have a photo of those girls. I love the whole thing. I mean, there's more than just you. So there's Miss Mississippi Volunteer, the teen version, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you also have, I'm trying to, Miss Spirit Mississippi?
Yes.
Okay. Talk a little bit about the organization and all of that.
Yes. So the Miss Volunteer organization has two different age categories essentially, and so one that fits the teen demographic and then also the Miss demographic up to age 26. So really it's reaching across large ages and large demographics because those are the people that we're serving. And there's also this spirit fee so that they can be a part of that organization as well. So giving girls lots of opportunities for practice and involvement despite where that may take them.
Yeah.
That's awesome, that you talk about your background and how your grandparents, were, had a church and how you grew up with faith. And it just goes to show, train up a child in the way that you want them to go, and they will stay that way. When it started to become a personal passion for you and it stopped being, what your grandparents or parents kind of were talking about and telling you to do, and it became your thing.
Absolutely. I think it is in the small moments, those little encounters that I get to have in every single conversation and person that I meet. It's those minutes that turn into moments and that stick with you and continue to be goal setters, like becoming Miss Mississippi Volunteer. This year, for instance, I was volunteering with the Salvation Army over their Angel Tree program, and we were sorting through all the toys, and I met this little boy named Torrance who loves to be a helping hand and always up in the middle of things. And this bike caught his eye, and he just could not get over how cool the bike was. And they told him, you know what, Torrance, Christmas is right around the corner. You just hold off. Like, you never know what Santa's going to bring you. And he said that he had never received a Christmas before. And that broke my heart because for me, that's not the case. But for Torrance, he had never walked down the stairs on Christmas morning with no presents under the tree, or never surrounded the tree opening those gifts with his family. And I can't help but think about the hope that gave him, that the things that he wants out of life are really within reach, and all it takes is putting that foot in the door. Hope that he can be a first-generation college student, or he can go and play in the NFL to be that football star, or maybe he can even open his dream business. And it's moments like that that have stuck with me and been an encouragement to continue in my service efforts.
I love that, Lauryl. I love that.
Ooh,
and
preacher,
I know it. You know
Come
what?
on now.
This is why she's the 2025.
There you go. And minutes that turn into moments. Ooh, you spoke them with that one. Wow.
She's got them.
Yes.
She's got them. And speaking of you and Torrance and basically you kind of mentoring that, talk about your platform, the Girl Collective.
So the Girl Collective is an initiative to build confidence outside of the validation of others. Confidence is a journey. There's never an arrival. And maybe that looks like confidence to walk into your first day of college or that brand new job that you have. We're always growing in it. And for me, that really hit home during my high school experience. And it was moments that I would be in a group chat where they'd be making plans that I wasn't included in, but they wanted me to see what they were doing. Or like when I was crowned home queen at my high school, but people that I thought were my friends, that I thought were in my corner, posted their negative reactions to me winning all across social media. And I could imagine that if that was something that I was walking through, the countless number of not just girls, but people all over that were experiencing that same feeling. And I knew that that's nothing that I wanted for anyone else. And so that is my heart, that is my mission, and where that mentorship comes into play. And I've also been able to share messages of confidence and really seeking that life of fulfillment, not fillers, in the Drive campaign. We have a partnership with the Mississippi
I was going to ask you about that.
Yes. So essentially teen driving safety, because Mississippi does rank in the top 5 for teen driving fatalities. And so they're not only taking away those driving tips, those driving safety things to apply to their lives, but they're also taking away what it means to live a life of fulfillment and having confidence that's not rooted in what the world tells you to be or what you should be doing.
Yeah,
that's right.
I love this, Lauryl.
That's why you the Miss Queen, Princess, everything.
That's why.
So sweet.
That's why. Lauryl, and speaking of volunteering with that Drive campaign, talk about y'all's volunteering with the Salvation Army when it comes down to that too, because you spoke a little bit about, the angel tree and things like that. Talk about that.
So the Miss Volunteer America organization actually has a partnership nationally with the Salvation Army and then also St. Jude. So we're able to stand as spokeswomen for those organizations. And I have been able to volunteer countless hours with the Salvation Army this year. I want to say it's over 75 at this point. And then I've also been able to raise over $1,000 for St. Jude, whether that's partnering with local businesses or even national businesses like Kendra Scott. And I partnered with every state, with state title holders in the volunteer organization, to have that Angel Tree program donation collection, and we were able to collect over $2,000 worth of toys for kids to wake up to on Christmas morning. I've had birthday box drives so that kids that maybe have never been celebrated on their birthday have the opportunity to feel just as special as they are. We've had laundry supply drives so that people can have that positive first impression. The list goes on and on. But I can't help but think about the people that I've met through it, like Torrance, but also the people that lead. For one that comes to mind is Jerry Friday. He is a leader on the Croc Coast, actually, and I have just grown so close to him, and he's really become someone that I consider family. And it's those smiles of the people they're impacting, but it's also the smiles of the people that are impacting them, and it's so influential. And I count myself so blessed that I've been able to learn from them, because that really is a rarity. And that selflessness takes them so far, and it takes what I can take away from them so far.
I love this.
Yeah, hey, you ever thought about being an attorney? We are hiring at Frescona Law Group and at Emerald Tiger Artist Management.
That is too funny.
She can get it done.
Yeah.
Okay, Laurel, listen.
Hey, I'll keep that in mind.
Right.
There you go. Exactly.
Do your attorney.
The dervish.
It did. I'll have to put it on back during the break. Okay, listen. Laurel, when it comes down to, of course, y'all's volunteering and everything like that, I want to know the steps after Miss Mississippi Volunteer. Do you go on to a national title? Do you say, listen, I'm going to be Miss Mississippi today?
Yeah. Well, that's funny that you ask. I'm actually preparing to compete for Miss Volunteer America right now.
Nice.
So I will travel to Jackson, Tennessee to compete against all other 50 states, and I'm so excited. You might can tell I'm in the car right now. I'm on my way to Columbus, Georgia to pick up my evening gown. So all the final finishing touches are coming together. That looks like a lot of service, of course, because that's the heart of who we are, but that preparation is right there behind it. A lot of interview lessons, making sure that I can hold my own, speak my truths, and speak what I've learned and what I hope to share with America, essentially. So I'm really excited for that. My teen actually just competed for Miss Teen Volunteer America and won.
I love that.
Mrs. National title holder right now, and we're so proud of her. But maybe we'll both be up there in a couple weeks.
That's it. It. You will be.
Yes, indeed.
Laurel.
She said she headed out of town to get her dress. She ain't going to Cato.
I don't know if they know about Cato.
I don't know if they
know about Cato. Listen, Lauryl, if they wanted to know more information about Miss Mississippi Volunteer, where could they go?
We have social media accounts that they can find under Miss Mississippi Volunteer Organization on Instagram, Facebook. They can also look us up online at our website because we will have our state competition in July. So we are welcoming local title holders to come and compete to not only show that they are that well-rounded woman, but also a well-rounded woman that has something to contribute to Mississippi, because they all do. And I love that we get to promote them and share their talents, giftings, and really their heart for Mississippi.
I love it. I love it. Let me tell you, Lauryl, I just thank you so much for coming on and representing so well at the end of our Volunteer Appreciation Week. Just thank you for what you do, what you've done with the organization, and what you're going to continue to do.
Well, thank y'all so much for having me. I really appreciated this. Y'all are awesome.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Lauryl. Listen, everybody stick around. You already know we've got more on the way. It's all about the Derby. I got the hat back on. The hat made it back.
Place my bets for me.
You're listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio.
You don't want to miss the next Mississippi Antique Showcase coming to Oxford, Mississippi, May 2nd and 3rd.
For a $100 donation, you can get a showcase ticket, complimentary food, cocktails, and an on-site appraisal, or a chance to be on the show. Or for $60, you can just come and be part of the party. Call 1-844-874-6874, visit mpbonline.org, or scan the QR code on your screen.
We can't wait to see you in Oxford for the next Mississippi Antique Showcase.
Both seasons of the 10-Minute Timeout are now available on a variety of podcasting apps. The mini podcast can be binged in a day and is perfect for those that just want a quick listen. Join me, Lacey Alexander, as I sit down with special guests, revisit major moments, and give a platform to the athletes and sports that shape Mississippi. Head over to mpbonline.org to give it a try.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bobby Rush. As a blues man, I love Mississippi Public Broadcasting. If you support Mississippi music and their local programming, donate now, right now, and become a member today, not tomorrow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Doesn't matter how big or small, but we prefer big. Thank you very much.
You're listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. I'm Jermaine Flood, in with my traveling partners, Java Chapman and entertainment attorney, Kamel King.
Chicka chicka.
Hey, look, listen to Chicka Chicka. I got a What's Happening. I don't know why I just played
I
off
love the
of
way
that. I don't know why.
You blended it, even though it did not blend.
No
but
kind of
it came out good,
smooth
though.
segue there. Listen, here's what's happening around your neck of the woods. Coming up next week, and I will be there, it's the Mississippi Antique Showcase in Oxford.
Love that stuff.
Yeah, that's just some good stuff.
Love that stuff.
That's some good stuff. Friday, May 2nd through Saturday the 3rd at the Inn at Old Miss. That's at 120 Alumni Drive, University, Mississippi. Bring your item to the Inn at Old Miss for professional appraisal and the chance to be featured on Mississippi Antique Showcase. Antique enthusiasts are invited to bring their treasures to that Inn at Old Miss that day on the 2nd or on the 3rd for a professional appraisal. And you can learn more and reserve your appraisal time by going to our SIP events calendar page.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I love Antique Roadshow.
I mean, just looking at people bring it, they're so happy.
Yeah.
They are literally so happy when they come in with their stuff, and then they're like, look at this.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like Coach Charlie, you walk away with a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, you walk away with a whole bunch of stuff. So I am
kind of
just...
like Dollar Tree. Because I swear I go in there to get one thing, and I'll be like, where did this buggy come from? God, dog.
But you gotta, what happened.
I really cheapened that experience.
But you want to know what
Tree,
happened to Coach? What happened to Coach was he actually went to an estate sale. Mm-hmm. And Coach was just looking around with his wife and everything like that, and they came up on these rugs.
Okay.
And when they came up on the rugs, he was like, okay, they bought the rugs, and then come to us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come to us, and the rugs are worth way more than what they purchased them for.
Doggone 18th century Persian.
Right.
Like, man, what a find.
Right. So, yeah, that is a good thing to go to. Make sure you mark your calendars for that. That's the Mississippi Antique Showcase. That is going to be, again, May 2nd through the 3rd at the Inn at Ole Miss. Listen, we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back from the break, we are going to hit up the Starkville Derby in Starkville, Mississippi.
Stark Vegas.
Yes, that's what we're going to do. You're listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio.
Since 1970, MPB has been enriching the lives of Mississippians.
Everything we do gives us the chance to grow and learn.
With your support, we are always there whenever and wherever you need us. Together through the years, together in the future. Please consider making a donation at mpbfoundation.org. MPB, your stories, our mission.
You don't want to miss the next Mississippi Antique Showcase coming to Oxford, Mississippi, May 2nd and 3rd.
For a $100 donation, you can get a showcase ticket, complimentary food, cocktails, and an on-site appraisal, or a chance to be on the show. Or for $60, you can just come and be part of the party. Call 1-844-874-6874, visit mpbonline.org, or scan the QR code on your screen.
We can't wait to see you in Oxford for the next Mississippi Antique Showcase.
Together through the years, together in the future. MPB, your stories, our mission.
You're listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. I'm Jermaine Flood, of course, in with the best traveling partners ever. Their names are Java and Kamel and Marissa and Abram and I don't know. I'm just going to name everybody. I'm going to name everybody who's working on the show right now. We're all in the vehicle together. And you know who's just joined the vehicle with us? None other than Alden Thornhill with the 3rd Annual Starkville Derby in Starkville. Alden, I am in my Fascinator because I wanted to get ready for this derby that's going to be happening next Saturday, May 3rd. It's the cutest thing on green grass.
Yes.
And I'm so excited to have Alden. Alden, I know you are busy. Welcome back to Next Stop, Mississippi.
Well, thank you for having me on, Jermaine. We always appreciate you guys, and we're a big MPB supporter, so we're we love the support and the enthusiasm, loving the Fascinator. Every people think this thing's just some little dog race. It's not. We've got about 140 food and art vendors.
Wow.
We've got people traveling from Maine, California, all over the map. We got 15,000 people that tune into our live stream. It's in HD. And, of course, best of all, 215 short kings and queens coming from as far as Arizona, New York City, San Antonio, you name it, all heading to Starkville. I can already hear them barking right now.
Man.
making their way to see us.
This is the cutest little thing ever. And when you say coming from nationwide, Alden, talk about the numbers that you all saw last year. I mean, this thing is thick.
Yeah, I mean, we saw probably around 60,000 throughout the festival grounds last year. A lot of basing that off of food and beverage sales. They likened it to a SEC football weekend when my Bulldogs are actually good at football.
Okay.
So
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, it's thick.
But don't let that scare you. This year we've expanded our festival area.
Wow.
So we've got it all spread out. And then, of course, we've got all that action in the middle with the racing. And then we have a great watch party area brought to us by our friends at Bank Plus. Right off the ground, right off the main drag, where you can bring chairs, blankets, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be a like I tell people, it's more than a dog race. It is just it's an experience that you got to come out and see for yourself.
Yeah.
We've got buses that are picking up people on campus at Barnes and Noble and at the mill. So, you can park at one of our parking lots and then hop on the bus.
Not parking lots.
Right
Did you sneak that in?
No, they don't have parking lots.
You snuck that in there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we got our Stephen C. Adams law office's parking lot.
Nice.
So, we've got it covered.
And all of the proceeds benefit something, don't they, Alden?
Yes, we don't make a cent off of this thing. It all goes to Octiball County Humane Society.
Mm-hmm.
That's our local humane society. We're kind of a hub there in Starkville for the area. Some of the other counties don't really have the capacity to deal with a lot of these pets that get brought in. So they end up getting up to Starkville, and then Starkville through the partnerships with like the vet school at MSU and ASPCA. We're able to actually find dogs homes. Maybe not in Mississippi, but across the country. We actually have a flight that comes in, picks dogs up, takes them up to like Boston and New York all the time. So, the Octiball County Humane Society is a big help for our four-legged friends. And then, even our friends, we get all kind of animals. We get snakes, we get lizards, we get all. I mean, if it crawls or walks, and it's non-human, we get them both. But
look at them little guys.
Look at them little guys.
Oh my gosh,
Alden, we're looking at the photos right now.
Put them little legs up. Sit down somewhere with them little bitty legs.
They are so cute.
I know.
The little ones, these are what's the real name? I always call them weenie dogs or something. What's their real name, Alden?
Dachshund. So a dachshund is German for badger dog. Dachs is badger and Hund is dog. And that was because back in the day they bred them to hunt badgers in Germany because, with the long bodies, short little legs, they'd go down holes. And so they'd flush out rabbits and badgers. Now they're more known to sleep in beds and not get out of bed and eat a lot of food, just kind of hang out. Like mine, I look at mine, I'm like, there's no way this thing came from that or evolved from a wolf. There's just no way. He's his mama spoiled him.
More of a rabbit.
Spoiled him a little. Yeah, his mama spoiled him a little bit, though, so it might be our fault.
Yeah, more of a rabbit. Listen.
You said more of a rabbit. You are crazy.
I call Stormy a cat. I'm like, are you a cat?
You offend your dog often then. It's so bad.
Oh, Lord. Okay, listen. Third Annual Starkville Derby turns up. This is the third year. they turn up Starkville. And here's a little side note about Starkville. Starkville was recently named the best small town in the South by USA Today.
Wonderful.
And it took, and it actually, I think it's done it for the second year in a row. And I have a feeling it's because these Dachshunds are out there running once a year now.
I tell you, I mean, we get all these people who've been like, I've never gone to the South, or I've never gone to Mississippi. And, I saw that content
Shame on them.
Instagram. I saw it on TikTok. And I know, right? And I'm like, well, come on. I mean, come have a good time. See what it's all about. Like, I mean, it's, we got so many great things here in our state, and so many great people that, they come down. We got a lady who's coming down from Rhode Island. She was like, hey, I saw your video that popped up. Me and my husband are retired. We got 4 weenie dogs in the RV.
We're on our way.
Park the RV. We're going to do a tour of Mississippi after we go to the Derby. And I was like, you got VIP passes coming that far.
There you go. Tourism at its best.
Right. I mean, Starkville, like he says, it's more than just that. They've got opportunities for arts, the historic districts, music. Yes. I mean, we had a time at the study room. I'm saying the wrong thing.
The study room.
It's a little
guest room.
That's it. That's
the
it.
Guest room.
Yeah, the guest room.
Yeah, that's one of our awesome sponsors, Ben 612. They're owned by the same folks.
That's them.
I'll give them some love. Yeah, you got to go there during Christmas time. It's it looks like they do it up crazy for Christmas. It's called a Miracle Under Main Street.
Love it.
You got to go. You won't find anything like it in the state.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, so 3rd Annual Starkville Derby. If you don't have a Dachshund, you can still come out because they have a pretender category, right?
Right, but we are completely full on all dogs. We have about a 350 dog wait list.
Ooh.
So, like, if you show up,
whoa.
I'm sorry, Buster, Fluffy, and Rover ain't gonna be racing, but they can still come out and have a good time. We got a doggy cool off zone sponsored by Easy Hemco. That has a bunch of like water features that cool off the dogs if it gets hot. Right now, knock on wood, the weather looks magnificent for next Saturday. So here's hoping. But yeah, no, it's so much going on. It's so much more than just a dog race. I mean, we've got these 130 plus food and art vendors. We've got a kids zone that's got pony rides, bounce houses. We've got flyovers with multiple planes. We've got identical twins and a banjo player doing the national anthem. We've got, we've got all kind of craziness, and even our horn player. I tell people, you've not lived till you've come to the Starkville Derby and just hear the hush and just feel the hush in the crowd, and then that dude comes out and plays that horn and gets us ready to race. I mean, it is one of the most iconic scenes in all of sport.
I love that. Is the OSCAR MAYER vehicle coming this year?
What did you just spell?
Yeah.
What did you just spell?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know that song? My baloney has a first name. It's OSCAR. My baloney. Okay, I'm going to stop because Java's going to tell me I'm going to get copyright infringement.
Look at him shaking his head.
They came last year and had they had a heck of a time, and they were like, we're coming back every year for this. One of the girls, it's actually an internship to drive that thing.
Yeah.
And one of the girls who was doing it last year, she like now works for Kraft Heinz, who owns Oscar Mayer.
Oh man.
And she was like, I already told her, y'all don't worry. She's like, as long as I'm working here, like we already block off that weekend.
I got the keys. She got the keys.
Yeah.
I love it. If they wanted more information about the annual Starkville Derby, where can they go? Alden?
Yeah, go to our Instagram, Facebook pages. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, go to our Instagram, Facebook pages. It's just at Starkville and then DERBY. You can find everything there. We got somebody, Griffith Marketing. They're making us a website right now. It's kind of in the process of being built up. But you can get all that information on our social media pages. We're actually sponsored by Bocock Brothers Cigars this year. They're out of Houston. They're making a Mississippi State cigar, and they were kind enough to be our title sponsor this year. So it's it just keeps growing and growing, and the money we're raising for these pets just keeps growing. But come on out, like if you even if you're a dog person, if you like cats, that money's going to help them too.
Yeah.
So we'll have a good time with everybody. Like I said, tell everybody we're gonna have a tail wagging good time.
That's
so
it.
Come on out, pick your favorite racer, and come experience it. I mean, it is going to be a blast next Saturday.
That's it. And playing off the Grateful Dead, it's the Grateful Weens is what they're calling it.
Yes. It's the 60th. It's the 60th anniversary of the band, and so that was an easy decision. Yeah, go look at our shirts on B-Unlimited. They made our shirts. Each shirt sale goes to help out the shelter, and it's some good shirts. We've got some tie-dye shirts with dancing Winnie dogs and all kind of fun stuff. But each shirt helps out shelter pets. So they ship, they pick up, they do it all, and tune into our broadcast. We got an HD broadcast with 7 cameras. If you go to our YouTube page or our Facebook, you'll be able to watch. We have people in like Europe doing watch parties, Japan, Germany, all over the map. Tuning into Winnie Dog folks, tuning in and watching it. And when I tell you, I mean, it gets electric when you have like a photo finish with 2 Winnie Dogs at the finish line. So, check it out, read about it. You're going to be amazed.
That's it.
It's the greatest show on turf, and you don't find anything like it anywhere around.
That's it. And the icing on the cake is it's free to attend. Alden, thank you again for joining us here on Next Stop Mississippi. All right, everybody.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Alden. Listen, everybody stick around. Coming up, we're keeping the Derby feeling going.
Yeah.
It's the Friends of the USA IBC Kentucky Derby Day Party 2025. We're in with Miss Mona Nichols. You're listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio.
At the Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Experience in Meridian, we believe in the power of the arts, storytelling, and education, just like Mississippi Public Broadcasting. MPB connects communities across the state with quality programs that inform, inspire, and engage. Their audience is loyal and appreciative of businesses that support public broadcasting, which makes underwriting on MPB a smart investment. Join us in supporting MPB. Learn more at mpbfoundation.org.
Hello, I'm Desiree Frazier, host of the award-winning news program, Mississippi Edition. We bring you conversations about the latest news from across the Magnolia State. Whether it's politics, healthcare, or education, you'll hear in-depth discussions on issues that matter to you. So join us each weekday morning at 8:30 on MPB Think Radio, or download the podcast, listen through the app, and online.
You don't want to miss the next Mississippi Antique Showcase coming to Oxford, Mississippi, May 2nd and 3rd.
For a $100 donation, you can get a showcase ticket, complimentary food, cocktails, and an on-site appraisal, or a chance to be on the show. Or for $60, you can just come and be part of the party. Call 1-844-874-6874, visit mpbonline.org, or scan the QR code on your screen.
We can't wait to see you in Oxford for the next Mississippi Antique Showcase.
You're listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. I'm Jermaine Flood, in with my traveling partners. We have in today Kamel King and Java Chapman and all the other ones I named before. And right now in with us, and I'm so happy to have her. And she's brought all, look at the hats. Y'all got to get the hats. Hold on, I'm going to move her mic too. I don't mind moving in this show. But yeah.
No, she does not.
Now I want to make sure that they can see you too, Mona. I didn't get you set up. We had to take some cute pictures in our derby gear. I'm in love with this. You brought the derby gear and everything.
We are always festive.
That's right.
I am so excited. Okay, Friends of the USA IBC Kentucky Derby Day Party. That's why we're here. That's why I've got on this yellow fascinator. I stopped by the hair store yesterday and I was like, I gotta have a yellow fascinator.
I gotta find out where you got that.
They're at the hair stores that we buy hair from.
Yeah.
And they've got them. I'm just going to tell it, $12.99, $10.
Oh, I'm going.
And don't ask for a store name. It's just called the hair store.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where.
Java is laughing because he knows. Java is tickled.
It's just called a hair store.
And it doesn't matter which one you go to. They've all got a variety of this fascinator somewhere.
I'm there right after this show.
We're just trying to make sure you're hip on that.
Come on. Listen, I want to talk all about the IBC Kentucky Derby Day Party this year. Let us know all about it, Mona.
Well, the Kentucky Derby Party, of course, everybody knows about the Kentucky Derby, right?
For sure. Yeah.
It's so much fun, and we celebrate it right here in Jackson, Mississippi, and the Friends of the USA IBC have always used it as a fundraiser. They're the major benefactor of our city dance program.
Okay.
So this helps raise funds to provide dance wear for these kids throughout the year and all the things that we do for them because it's free ballet lessons for them, you know. So it's a great program, but this has really turned into a party that everybody looks forward to, and we this year we're having at the home of Larry and Sarah Cox at 435 Greenwood Lane in Ridgeland.
Okay,
and we drink out of real julep cups.
I love it.
Right.
And have real live
julep
mint.
leaves.
Yes. That we have real mint, and you have to have special ice too when you make a real mint julep.
Is that right?
So we're serving the traditional drink plus other libations,
Love
and we
it.
have great food. People come to our friends' parties just for the food.
I love it.
Everybody, wears a hat and gets dressed up, and you can come however you want, but there is going to be a prize for the best dressed and the best hat. And we play derby games.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I think your calendar just changed.
There you go. Exactly.
Exactly. We'll put you on the guest list.
I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a contest.
Oh, it's a contest. She loves a contest.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
It's like, I can get a bigger hat than this. I love this. And you know what I love the most? The playoff of the Derby, especially the Kentucky Derby, and giving back all in the same sense. We just had the 3rd Annual Starkville Derby where the Wiener Dogs race,
cool.
and they play off the Derby and it gives back. And then this as well.
Right. And, everybody loves a good time. So we have Derby games. Some people can participate in that. And we have something called Pick a Pony where you draw a number and that could correspond with a horse, and you could win. Yeah. You could win half the pot for that.
I was about to say, you can win a horse?
So
actual
money.
Y'all are actually, y'all are viewing the Derby.
We do view the Derby.
Okay.
We do. We even, it's a bluegrass concert as well. D-Lo Trio will be playing.
Nice.
And we actually sing
We
Old
know
Kentucky
that man,
Home.
don't we? We know one of the men from there, don't we?
Java shaking his head like,
that's Bill Ellison? Isn't that Bill Ellison? Yes.
My man Bill. Love Bill.
Very talented group. Very talented. And it fits the party. So, we love bluegrass music when it Kentucky Derby. It's a whole scene. It's a whole scene.
I love this.
How did you get involved, Mona? I mean, you're such a bright personality and such a wonderful marketer and promoter. So tell us about just your history and how you got involved.
Yeah. Well, the Kentucky Derby did actually start on my reign when I was the Friends of the IBC president.
Okay.
And we were looking for fun things to do, because sometimes parties can get boring and stuffy and everything. And I've always loved the Kentucky Derby. And I had a group of friends with me at Hallam House, and we were watching the Kentucky Derby, that Saturday. And I said, we need to have that party. And the next year we made it happen. And it's just grown every year. So And it's a big, it makes money for the Friends and it helps us do the projects, the outreach projects that we want to do.
Y'all hear that? That's how Mona rolls. She said we were just hanging out and said we ought to have a the next year. It's done.
I love it.
Done.
And then
It's
she said
done.
outreach at the same time. This is our Volunteer Appreciation Week. So I don't know what all you have coming up for IBC and everything, but you can let everybody know what y'all got going on, Mama.
Well, that great timing. Because I don't know if you know, during the IBC, which isn't until 2027, but we're thinking about it already, believe me. We need over 600 volunteers because it's a 2-week event and we've got all these people in town and all these competitors.
Yeah.
So be looking for that for sure.
Okay.
But coming up right after the Kentucky Derby, the City Dance group is going to have their annual spring recital, and we need volunteers to help with that, to get those kids all in their costumes and on stage on time and everything. So people could go, to our website and volunteer.
I love it.
Yes, indeed, Mona.
So that is our next big to do.
Yeah. And then let everybody know about IBC and what that's all about if they don't know.
Okay. We're celebrating our 50th anniversary in 2027.
Wonderful.
Oh, okay. It's coming up.
Can you believe it?
Y'all about to turn the big 50. I love
the
it.
big 50. And we're calling it, our slogan is going to be Generations of Gold.
Okay.
Because, we do the gold medals. First of all, the IBC is an international ballet competition.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There are 4 big competitions that happen around the world.
Yeah.
One is in Helsinki, Finland, Moscow, Russia, Varna, Bulgaria, and
Jackson,
Mississippi.
There you go.
And listen, you don't have to be a female to love the IBC.
No.
The only reason why I know is because my brother, he goes, but he does take a date with him. I think he...
Oh, it's a big date scene now.
I don't know why I just
think
told
you just
all
tried
of
to
that.
save his masculinity or something. It wasn't necessary.
He does take a
It's
date,
a
but he
great way
goes.
to impress.
Yeah, he goes.
Yeah,
It's a high quality event,
Right.
And he'll be happy. We've got some date packages created for this next competition to lure people to come to this great event. But it's 2 weeks of competition. We have 3 rounds, and it's elite dancers from all over the world. We get over 400 applications, and we only accept 100. So to even be invited to come means you are top
tier.
notch. You
Yeah.
are top tier, and so you're seeing all of this. And I mean, it's really addicting. My husband does not miss not one, performance.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
one.
I love
and he
it.
picked the winner last time.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The guy came out and danced, and he said,
That's
"Ball
him.
game."
That's him.
Ball game.
Ball game.
I love your husband
See, I told
already.
you could be anybody watching it. And you're
Like,
like,
shut up, John.
And he was right. And then when they announced that he had won the gold, he said, "What did I say?"
I know.
What'd
You
I
can't
say?
tell him anything now, right?
too fun.
Mr. Culture.
So it's a great event, and it was really exciting in 2023 because our own Mississippian won the junior gold. So
Okay.
Alexi Oriskowski, I hope I said his name right.
Yeah.
But
Don't let your man
Better
say
than
it.
me.
so proud of him.
I could have just said Alexi. And been done.
And he will be, you'll see him, in big stages.
Okay.
He's really, really good.
I love
But Generations of Gold, we go back because the gold medalist that won in 2023, we didn't know because this thing's been going on for 50 years, since I was 10, that his father had actually won in Jackson 29 years earlier,
Are
had
you
won the
serious?
gold. So
Wow.
now we've got generations of competitors. We've got generations of audience members. We've got generations of volunteers, of donors. So it's just a celebration of gold. So it's going to be very exciting. And we have invited every gold medalist since 1979 to come back and celebrate this anniversary with us. So they will be participating in the opening ceremony.
Come on, IBC.
That's right.
So, okay, Mona, if they want to know more, 1, about IBC, and then 2, about the Kentucky Derby Day Party, where could they go?
USAIBC.com /friends.
Okay.
That'll get you to the Kentucky Derby party, but just USA IBC gets you to everything else.
Perfect.
Everything you ever wanted to know.
Perfect. I love that. Okay, side note, Mona, I'm about to go into a what's happening. Do you garden?
I do.
Do you listen
I'm not good at it.
Okay, do you listen to Felder Rushing to get any tips?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
so Felder is going to be speaking coming up May 10th at the Hitching Lot Farmers Market in Columbus, Mississippi at 10 a.m. So if anybody needs any tips, including you and I, because I have no green thumb. It's more like a black thumb. And it will kill all the plants that I touch. And I tried to do tomatoes one time.
Black thumb.
I really did. I tried to do tomatoes, and I bought them already bloomed. I saw it like at Lowe's. I was like,
You
ooh.
killed already bloomed stuff?
I was like, ooh, I could start from here. This should be easy. No. And then I wanted to eat them like little cherry tomatoes.
And what did they taste like?
They taste like tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
But I ate them all off.
Is she still alive?
And once I ate them all off the little plant,
Them
then the
little,
plant
them
died.
little rancid things that you had.
They were good. They weren't rancid. But yeah, Felder is going to be speaking. So Hitching Farmers Lot.
Always fun.
He is fun. He is a fun guy. And he's got a real green thumb. He can walk by a plant and the plant will just go, yeah, I'm better.
Wow.
I've seen
You
it.
are crazy.
Plant will go from wilting to standing. Listen, I am so excited about you and this Friends of the USA IBC Kentucky Derby Day Party. Everybody, again, mark your calendars for Saturday, May 3rd, 4:30 p.m. Bring your fascinator.
Oh.
Yes, or your hats. Yes, Mona's got them all. I love this one, Mona.
Yeah. And
then
we've got julep cups, so don't worry about that.
This is cute. I need this one for the
It
rest
won't be
of the
plastic
day.
cups, y'all. It will not be plastic cups.
I love this.
Yeah, no plastic at the Kentucky Derby.
No.
right.
These are real cups. Kentucky Derby Day Party and Kentucky Derby Day Party and Bluegrass Concert featuring the D-Lo Trio, Saturday, May 3rd, 4:30 p.m. at the home of Sarah and Larry Cox, 435 Greenwood Lane in Ridgeland, Mississippi. Again, Mona, every time you come, we have such a good time.
Yeah, you are so much fun, Mona.
I thank you.
And
Yeah.
I thank you for having me.
I thank you for coming.
And I want to come back and tell you some more stuff about the IBC.
Next time, make sure those cups aren't empty.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have time. I didn't have the right ice. I
Come
can't
on,
show
you
up
had
with
the
our
empty
ice.
cup. I had a cup with something in it.
Remember, you work here and I don't.
I'm playing. Mine was empty. All right, listen, everybody. Thank y'all for riding on this trip with us. We want to thank today's guest, of course, Miss Mona Nichols.
That's right.
And then we had Alden Thornhill with the Starkville Derby and Lauryl Joyner with Miss Mississippi Volunteer. To submit an event or find out more information about these and what's happening around your neck of the woods, visit mpbonline.org and click that community tab to view SIP events or email events@mpbonline.org. Next Stop Mississippi is produced by yours truly for Java Chapman and that man over there named Kamel King.
That's me.
I'm Jermaine Flood. Today's MMPs were my gal Marissa Vaughn and Abram Nanny. Join us next Friday at 10 a.m. for another great trip here on Next Stop Mississippi.